Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Wakfu Season 3, Episode 7. Yeah, last time we saw a different type of fight. We have seen a brutal fight of just pure strength, but now we got to see a very skillful fight of a very skillful fighter, in this case, Ush. Yugo is obviously using his portals because, well, it's part of him. But Osh is kind of used to his normal strength, again, normal strength, but more skill than anything else. Yeah, like a martial arts artist that is really using all his body, all that he has learned, and use the strength of his enemy and the speed of his enemy against himself. In this case, against Yugo. So yeah, it is a very different type of fight, very much close-ups that we see to portray a more not brutal, more skillful fight. Perhaps again, the budget is a limitation because yeah, if you want to do something like that, it will be cost you a lot. You need to do a lot of stuff with this kind of animation, but still, I love how they kind of get around that the budget, because yes, again, you have a limit of budget. Even if it's higher than last time, you still have a limit. And yeah, it is a fascinating fight. It was very skillful fight, and I love the way it looks. But I love that Yugo could not win alone. He needs his friends. He needs the support of his friends, because yes, without them, he still will be falling and he still will be losing badly. But of course, Osh prepared all of this to give himself an advantage in the fight. It makes sense. He got rid of the advantage that Yugo had last time, and now he tried to take another advantage by going into this close place in which he's very used to fight. But Yugo is not, and without his portals, of course, it's going to be a complete mess. Anyway, yeah, it is. It is, honestly, I'm waiting for something spectacular here. Why? In any regard, in a story part, in fighting part, or something else. Why is that? Last time, again, as I said during my commentary in the last video, last time I thought the flame guy was just generic bad guy, number 3. That, yeah, we're going to see, it's going to be kind of a cool fight, but that's it. But now it turns out it was actually one of the multiple personalities, let's say, that is how we interpret it, of Goltar. Now, this one gave us, they gave us kind of a similar presentation that, oh, you need to be very aware of the next guy. So, that kind of makes me think that we're going to see something related to our heroes. I don't know who, but we're going to see someone related. Perhaps, I don't know, another freaking Royal parents of Royal. As I said before, perhaps it's Royal, and the Royal that we're watching here is just an illusion. Yeah, it's of course stupid as hell, but anyway. Yeah, I think I'm exhausting really the presentation, not the topic, because I can speak about this one for such a long time. But yeah, I think you're get tired of me just blabbling in the presentation. So yeah, let's just cut all of this and watch the next episode, shall we? Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the 7th episode of Wakfu. Man, it's such a roller coaster of emotions, and all this season has been like that. It's been just ups and downs, and yeah, the highest point, then the lowest point, then the highest point, then the lowest point. It is amazing. I'm not complaining about the quality of the season. It has been great. It has been amazingly well done. But seriously, what it do to my heart, it's just unbelievable. Anyway, before going into full motion in the episode, I have a little announcement that is not very happy, let's say. It's not a very happy announcement. I will have to put into hiatus my Camelot reactions. Why is that? Because the subtitles are crap. I cannot watch Camelot and enjoy it as much because it's seriously bad subtitles, terrible subtitles. I cannot watch Camelot and enjoy it because, yeah, I don't know who is saying what. With the correct subtitles, I could, but unfortunately, it's not the case. I'm still finding or trying to find the good subtitles. So if anybody has the subtitles for the DVD or for whatever format, if you could give me the subtitles, you could give me the subtitles, and yeah, I could watch Camelot. But for now, until I find good subtitles, and it's going to be a very hard task because unfortunately Camelot is not well known. So I really cannot. It's not easy for me to get subtitles for said series. And again, I don't plan to import the original series, because it's way too expensive for me. So yeah, I don't have the money to say to do that. Anyway, as I was saying, it is painful for me to say this because I was really enjoying the series Camelot. So yeah, but unfortunately, I will not pretend to understand what is going on. Oh, this is funny. Oh, this is so much fun. I will not try to trick you guys. I want to give you my full emotion, my genuine emotion. I don't want you to be listening to, well, pretending for me to having fun or something like that. So yeah, that's why I'm putting on hiatus. I am going to finish that series, yes, but until I get good subtitles. So yeah, this is a video to announce that yes, Camelot is starting to go into hiatus. I don't know which series I'm going to put in its place, but yes, I am genuinely wanting to finish the series. So this is an announcement and a plea for help, because if you have set subtitles, please give me a link so I can download them and can put it in the series so I can watch it and you can enjoy my reaction to said series. Anyway, yeah, that's it for the terrible announcements. Let's continue to the episode, or with the episode. The first part of the episode, of this episode 7, it's a very funny one. Yes, the ambience and the environment in this place, it's kind of like a gigantic pinball machine with a bunch of underpants in the place. Again, I don't know what is this guy obsession with the freaking underpants. He says that it's part of the soul because it's so intimate, and what is more intimate than a freaking part of underpants. Yeah. So yeah, that's why he's obsessed with them. But it's utterly ridiculous the way that the collection of this guy, really underpants, wear underpants, previously owned underpants. So yeah, it's disgusting when you think about it, and it's weird and creepy. I don't know why, it's so creepy for me. It's so creepy. Anyway, of course, thanks to one mistake from Ruel, we end up seeing, of course, the pinball machine functioning in this case. They are sent to the real arena with the Feka demigod. Yeah, it is interesting because we're seeing more and more underpants around the walls and all that. And again, it's genuinely creepy. The guy is creepy. The way he looks is very creepy, honestly. And of course, the test here is to grab the two kind of batons that he has on his back and to, well, open the gate. Well, I thought it was gates, but actually it's just kind of an elevator so they can climb into the next level. He's only interested, and I mean the fake demigod, he's only interested in 3 pairs of underpants. Yugo's, Amalia's, and Ruel. Ruel because, well, he's one of the richest person in the world, perhaps the richest. Then, of course, Yugo because he's an heliotrope. And yeah, he's not very common to see an heliotrope. There are only 7 and 6, sorry, not even 7, yes. 6, and he has already the underpants of 2, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, Amalia because, well, she's a princess. Of course, they don't want to give the underpants, and they start to fight. And this first half of the fight is a very comedic one. It's very funny because the ridiculousness of the scenario that we have here is overwhelming. It's such a ridiculous concept. And yes, the enemy is kind of strong thanks to his force field. But again, the fight is such a ridiculous fight. We start with LLE charging just ahead, and it doesn't matter. She's going to find the weakness by beating the guy. So yeah, very Pompon-like, of course, is his daughter. Makes sense. But she ends up trapped in a force field again. But they kind of figured out the weakness that when he used the baton, the force field is kind of gone for a while. So yeah, she's very observant alongside with Yugo because Yugo deduced that too. We start to fight, and again, the most ridiculous part when he caught Ruel and grabbed the underpants. Yes, that is extremely painful, man. That's a wedgie of legend, man. He's holding you up by your underpants, man. That must be painful as hell. And then he grabs the entirety of the freaking underpants, and he's grabbing it and putting it with pride. I would not even touch those things with 20 gloves on my hands. That is disgusting. And yes, I love how the freaking underpants are beating. Just like he grabbed the heart of his enemy and he's showing said heart. It's such a ridiculous stuff and very disgusting. And he puts them in their place, let's say. They start to attack, but of course, unfortunately, so far they are no match for this guy. He tries to grab the underpants of Amalia. Of course, Yugo is having none of that. And again, they start to fight, and we saw the gigantic metal balls, what I assume is metal balls, start to go around like a giant pinball machine. We cut to Oropo, Adamai, and then of course later on Echo. And yeah, again, a funny moment between them that how do you know that it was here when Oropo said the name Echo, because she thought that he knew that she was there, but unfortunately it wasn't the case, or perhaps it was. But of course, what is revealed is that actually Oropo sets Echo's name every 5 minutes in hopes that she responds. So yeah, it's not a magic trick. He is still very observant of the rest of the world because he knows where they are. And we continue the fight, and again, ridiculousness of it, because yeah, the giant metal balls start to, well, run around, and of course, once they try to hit the Feka demigod, they just bounce thanks to the force field that we know that this guy have. But the ridiculous motions that this guy does, it's just absurd. All the motions of the ridiculousness. It's actually a very funny battle, and I thought that was the topic of this episode. A funny battle after the semi-dramatic battle of last episode. Yeah, and it looked like that yes, they have a plan and they were going to put the giant balls or hit the ground with the giant balls and make him fall through the hole. And that is exactly what happened. The guy fell, but unfortunately one of those balls was still moving, and it was supposed to hit Yugo, but Amalia saved his life, or saved him from this giant ball. That is the moment in which kind of the tension was happening. We cut to Osh realm, let's say. We cut to, again, Pompons when he was down below this, the entire tower, honestly, almost the entire tower. And we cut again to Amalia's and Yugo's moment. This is when the episode flip completely. We saw this moment, we saw this tender moment, of course. Amalia was fine. Not completely fine, but she was fine. She was conscious. There were no major injuries, just a little bit of problems here. A very romantic moment, a very tender moment. And I thought when this started that it was going to be another teasing moment for me, for my OTP. And I thought really, oh yes, they're going to about to kiss, but somebody else is going to be back. The Feka demigod is going to be returning, and he's going to interrupt the kiss and all that. And yes, I thought that was going to happen. I really thought that this was going to be interrupted because, come on, we just need to tease you. We don't need to give you that. But in a major twist, bam! actually they completed the freaking kiss, and I was shocked for a second. Wait, is this really happening? Are you serious? We are going to see this? And I was so ecstatic. I was so happy. I was mad because yes, it was the resolution I wanted. My OTP was in front of me, and it was canon. They were kissing in canon. And it was gorgeous, it was beautiful, it was magical. I loved those seconds in which they were kissing because again, yes, just like Amalia, she was shocked for a second, but then of course she was happy with the kiss because both of them had feelings for each other. So yes, it was such a wonderful moment, such a wonderful beautiful OGP moment for me, and I was so happy in that moment. But of course, it was interrupted thanks to the appearance or the reappearance of the fake demigod. And I thought Yugo was pissed because he was interrupted, and of course because he was called little, he started to attack in a very furious rampage thanks to his control over the Wakfu. He was, of course, the win. Kind of police batons he was having, and he was fighting, and it was pretty spectacular. I love the coordination in this one. It's perhaps simple movement, I don't know, I'm not a good animator, hell I'm not even an animator, let's say, but it was good, it was entertaining, it was pretty amazing to see that small fight. But of course, unfortunately, the force field is still in use. He was very confident. And again, the ridiculous motion of this villain. Luckily, Ruel gave a hand, hit the guy on the face because he wasn't expecting, and that Yugo gave enough opportunity for him to be really doing damage on the top of his head. And he was going so much that he ended up breaking the freaking force field of this guy and defeat him. Of course, his last moments could not be normal of a normal villain, and he was still trying to grab the underpants of Yugo. So yeah, he just lost consciousness, and that's what the end of this villain. LLE grabbed, I don't know how she was released, perhaps with the unconsciousness of this guy, the force field was down too, there, of course, and they grabbed the key, they put it, and they start to go up into the elevator, into this kind of futuristic elevator, at least that's what it looks like to me. The episode, of course, is not over yet. We saw a little discussion between Amalia and Amalia and Yugo. I don't know why I was thinking about Evangeline. Anyway, yeah, we saw this little discussion. And they were starting to talk, okay, it's time for us to speak about the mutual feelings that we have for each other. And this is the moment in which, of course, my OTP was crumbling down. Yugo, of course, thanks to the insecurities of Yugo, he doesn't believe he's enough for Amalia. He believes he's going to take way too much time for him to grow up. Yes, in his mind, he's a complete adult. He has grown enough, and thanks to all adventures that he has gone through, he's adult, a very mature adult, I must say. But unfortunately, his body is not the same. Thanks for being an heliotrope, his way of maturing, and I mean physically maturing, not mentally maturing, is a lot slower than any other species. We know that thanks to the information that is given to us by the show. So, of course, he's going to look like a child for a long time. So, and that is not something that he wants to give Amalia. So, kind of be noble. Of course, Amalia doesn't care about that. She wants to be with Yugo because she loves Yugo. That's what she wants. She doesn't care what the rest of the people thinks about this relationship. Yes, everybody is going to be seen as, oh, he's just a child. Oh, yeah, it's child and the princess or the queen or whatever. But of course, Yugo still loves Amalia, or at least I think she loves Amalia. So yeah, he wants to sacrifice his own happiness, because he doesn't want to ridicule Amalia and perhaps himself. And of course, Amalia is not happy with that answer, because she genuinely loves you, and she's angry because, oh, you kissed me, come on. And I was thinking to say, come on, don't ruin this for me, Yugo, because it's not just for you, it's for us, and I mean all the shippers out here. And of course for Amalia. But yeah, this discussion, a very dramatic discussion, and Amalia is not happy. She's just furious. I don't know if she's furious or she's angry or she's disappointed or whatever. And of course Yugo is sad because, yeah, he wants to be selfish, selfless, but it comes out as a selfish move. Because perhaps he's just thinking about himself and not the feelings of Amalia. That's my guess as how Amalia is seen, and that is how Yugo is not seen. So yeah, this is a nice balance here that, yeah, perhaps again, both are right, both are wrong, we don't know. So yeah, it is kind of a very close relationship, or we're seeing a more dramatic, of course, but very close to the relationship at the beginning from Evangeline and Pom Pom. So I'm having hopes of that being kind of foreshadowing of how they are going to be ending Yugo and Amalia, perhaps, hopefully. I hope. Oh boy, I really hope that is the case. Anyway, yeah, this episode gave us the highest point for the Yugo and Amalia pairing, shipping if you want to call it, and the lowest point. And I'm hoping that this is just drama to fuel the rest of the season, and that in the end they are going to end up happily together. Hopefully, please be this case. Yeah, it is, again, the highest point of my ship and the lowest point of my ship in the same episode, and in a span of minutes, 10 minutes I think it is. It is amazing how the writers can do this, how they are able to give us something like that, something like this episode. Yeah, it is. Oh man, I hate them and I love them at the same time. And of course, we end up with Pom Pom kind of reacting in the same in the last moment. But I'm not sure if it's Pom Pom or if it's Ruby, because the hand that is moving, I think, is the hand that is Ruby lacks, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully I'm mistaken, and we're seeing that yes, actually Pom Pom is fine and is going to be back. I don't know if in the next episode or in the next few episodes, but hopefully he's back. Hopefully we're going to see him again. Again, a very fascinating episode, a very, how to say it, deceiving episode, I think is the best word to describe it. Because it is started as, oh, haha, funny, yeah, this is fun, this is a ridiculous battle, we're going to have fun in this one, to bam, drama, shipping, yeah, all the good stuff that we enjoy. I'm not saying that humor is bad, but come on, the drama is what is driving this series. Anyway, yeah, I think I exhausted the topic of this episode. I was very upset with Yugo at the end of this one. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it, guys. And thank you for your attention. And see you on the next one. Bye. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that video, and yes, thank you so much for your attention, guys. And as always, if you want to leave a comment, that will help me a lot more. If you want to give me a like, that will help me even more to get on the top of the recommendation for YouTube. And if you want to share this video, that will help me even more. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for your attention. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.